From 6:30 to 7, right here on the NPR News Service of Northwest Public Broadcasting.
Hi, my name is Natalie Newcomb, and I'm an announcer for Northwest Public Broadcasting.
As a local announcer, it's my job to step in and say, hi, thank you for joining us. This is your local NPR station, and then that's where we give local updates. I also do stories with NWPB and just also around the region, and so I work with KUOW and NWPB, and over the summer I worked with Spokane Public Radio. NWPB covers most of Washington and focuses mostly on Eastern Washington. However, we do go a little bit into Idaho and Northern Oregon.
Natalie enjoys working at Northwest Public Broadcasting as an announcer and reporting her own stories. She's learning and gaining lots of experience through these positions. But how did she get into journalism?
I'm Natalie Newcomb, and thank you for joining us on Northwest Public Broadcasting.
From a pretty young age, I knew that I wanted to go into journalism. Growing up in the States, my parents wanted to make sure I spoke Japanese. So in my house, I was not allowed to watch any English TV. The only exception was if my father was watching it, and considering my father was a news junkie, the TV news was always going on. Anything in English was always the news. And so just always being exposed to that, I just very quickly developed a interest toward the news. I've always idolized a anchor named Lori Matsukawa, who is located in King 5. She's now retired now, but she was the first person that I saw in American TV that looked like me and wasn't speaking Japanese.
Weapons. Therefore, most exposure experienced by...
I've seen lots of people of color, but they were always speaking the language that was in sync with their ethnicity, but never in English. And so I was always just really obsessed with her, and I just really looked up to her.
Although Lori Matsukawa inspired Natalie, seeing the 2011 Japanese earthquake and tsunami on TV pushed her into pursuing journalism.
I still remember just all these helicopters, and I remember looking to my mom and going, Mom, like, they're just sitting there in the helicopters. Aren't they gonna do anything? Are they not rescuing anything? Like, what are they doing? And my mom goes, Natalie, of course they're doing something. When they're up there, they're actively telling local enforcement of where these people are. If their houses survived and they're sitting on top of their houses, they are calling them in. And that was one of the first moments when I really realized that we're first responders.
Once Natalie realized how journalists act as first responders, she realized that she wanted to go into journalism. However, she doesn't know what the future has in store.
I don't know what specific job I want. I just know that I want to be in broadcast journalism. But I guess the bigger goal for me is to be somebody, a person of color, and be the next Lori Matsukawa for somebody else. I want to have another little girl like me look at the TV and go, I know her. She looks like me. She sounds like me. I want to be like her. And I want to be someone who is reliable. I want to be someone who I can trust. So it's less of the job for me. It's more of I want to be the next role model for the next Lori Matsukawa, the next Natalie Newcomb.